Okay, this is for a beef and mushroom tomato stew. We're starting off with, obviously we've got some nice cubed beef. We've got some onions. We've got mushrooms sliced. We've got tomatoes chopped up there. At the back there we've got some tinned tomatoes. At the front here we've got tomato paste. We've got garlic, salt and pepper. And then from this right side we have tarragon. Then we have thyme in the center and then oregano. We'll start off with the onions. Now the garlic. Now we don't put the garlic in first because you'll really shock it and burn it straight away. So we'll just give that a little mix. Then we're going to add the salt and pepper. And straight away we're going to add the oregano, the thyme and the tarragon. We'll give that a little mix up there. This is a very simple dish to make. It takes quite a long time to cook, as you'll see, because we want the beef to be really tender and it takes such a long time, but it's really worth it in the end. Okay, now what we'll do is we're going to add the tomatoes, the chopped fresh tomatoes. They're going to go in. We're going to stir this up. We're going to put our lid on. And what will happen, or we hope what will happen, is that the tomatoes will cook down and that will be the basis of our sauce. So we'll come back in 4 or 5 minutes to see how they're doing. Okay, so we're back now after a few minutes. As you can see, the tomatoes have broken down to create a sauce. We're now going to add our beef. So we're going to get that in. We're going to give that a stir. Again, all the flavours from the garlic, the oregano, the thyme, the tarragon, the onions and the tomatoes. We're now going to cook these into the beef, infuse them together. So again, the lid goes on and we'll come back and have a little look in 5, 6, 7 minutes. Okay, here we go then. So that's looking nice and juicy. We're now going to add half of our tinned tomatoes, tinned plum tomatoes. Mix that up and then get the lid back on. This beef is nowhere near cooked. It needs a lot of love and attention on that cooker now. It's going to be there for at least an hour. We're going to add more tomatoes later, tomato paste later, mushrooms, and then cook it right down. The longer you cook this dish, the better, to be honest. So there we go, lid back on, and we'll have a look in, I don't know, give us 10 minutes and we'll take another peep. 6, 7 minutes, let's take a look at that. That's looking fantastic now. Now let's get the mushrooms in. Get them all in there and give them a mix. Now I've not added any water yet because we want to see how the mushrooms react. Mushrooms give off lots of moisture. So adding water could be a mistake at this stage. We may not need any, we may need a little touch. So we've got those in. We'll now add the tomato paste, or puree, however you call it, and the rest of the tomatoes, the tinned plum. Right, so a little stir up on that, lid on. Again, let's come back in 6 minutes, say, and take a look at that. See you in a minute. Okay, let's just have a look at that now. Yeah, I can see that's coming on nicely. It's a little bit thick. The juices have come out of the mushrooms by now, for sure. So let's just add half a cup of water, 3/4 of a cup of water. We'll give that a little stir. Yeah. And like I said before, the longer you cook this one, the better. So I'm going to leave that now for about 40 minutes. Lid on, low heat.